Once upon a time, there was a grandma who was very, very old. She only had one granddaughter. She loved her granddaughter so much that she gifted her a red coat with a hood and called her Little Red Riding Hood. But Little Red Riding Hood lived with her mother far away from her grandma on the other side of town. Her mother was always working, so she never had time to visit her grandma.
Mom, let's go see Grandma. I made her some muffins.
I can't. I have to work.
Okay, I'll go on my own again.
Fine, but don't talk to strangers.
Little Red Riding Hood set off to visit her grandma. But something happened on the way.
Those muffins smell delicious.
I made them myself. I'm Little Red Riding Hood. Who are you?
I'm an alebrije. I look for people who are old and lonely, and I take them to the land of the forgotten. Where are you headed?
To see my grandmother, who is old and lonely.
Where does she live?
On the other side of town.
The alebrije thought it could take the grandmother to the land of the forgotten and tricked Little Red Riding Hood.
If you want to get there quicker, turn here for a shortcut.
While Little Red Riding Hood was walking, the alebrije flew away. It was the first one to arrive at Grandma's house.
Who is it?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Come in.
Grandma wasn't wearing her glasses. She couldn't see very well and was tricked.
Little Red Riding Hood, what are you doing here?
I came to take you with me.
Grandma, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
In order to trick her again, the alebrije put on Grandma's hat.
Grandma, oh, what big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with.
What big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with.
Why do you have wings?
All the better to fly with.
The alebrije grabbed the old lady and tried to escape through the window. But Little Red Riding grabbed it by its tail.
Don't take my grandma. My mom might have forgotten her, but I haven't.
Little Red Riding Hood thought of a plan.
Let's make a deal. Instead of taking my grandma to the land of the forgotten, take us to my mother's house so they can reunite, and I'll give you my muffins.
The alebrije accepted the deal and flew Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma back.
Yes! Woohoo! Mom, I have a surprise.
What is Grandma doing here?
I want her to live with us. She's old and weak. You're my mother, and she's yours. Just for today. Stop working and enjoy being with Grandma.
And who is that evil creature?
It's not evil. It taught me that we must never forget the old people who love us so much.
And that's how Grandma moved in with Little Red Riding Hood and her mother, who looked after her. Meanwhile, the alebrije, instead of looking for people to take to the land of the forgotten, found a home where to rest and eat muffins.